All right, Fidel, we're here. We've changed locations to showcase this awesome artwork that one of Fidel's guardians does. In this video, we're going to talk about potty training. Now, one of the first mistakes that I find a lot of people have with potty training is they actually don't assign a command word. And so we kind of have a command word here, kind of don't have a command word. Is this what you're looking for? That's what I thought. Okay, so make sure that you pick out a unique word to go potty, and you don't have to have one word for pee and one word for poop. Now, I like to come up with fun command words because dogs can actually read a human facial expression. They're the only species of animal that can do this. Now, I have one client that they are Jewish. They live in Hancock Park in Los Angeles, and they immigrated from Russia because Vladimir Putin is not a very nice person unless he likes you and your ethnicity. Being Jewish, he did not like them. So they ended up immigrating here just simply to have some freedom. They didn't have a command word for potty. So what I suggested is that we use the word Putin. And and the funny thing is every time they're out now, they have like a rabbi or somebody, or just somebody Orthodox walk by when I was showing them this, and the dog started to pee or poop, and we said Putin. And then this Orthodox guy comes by and he goes, "Why do you say Putin?" And I said, well, these people are from Russia, and Vladimir was not very nice to them because they're Jewish, and so now when he goes potty, we say the word Putin. He goes, "Putin in poop!" And walked down the street, he was like, "Hey, you don't Putin in poop!" And like the whole block, he walked down, he was having a great time. And so same sort of thing for your dog. Coming up with fun command words can help. You could say potty, but I would rather have you come up with Putin, or a word that means something. In the United States, some people might be saying Trump, but whatever, if there's somebody that you don't like, use the word like that. Make sure it's a unique word. Yes, I know. Would you do better if I give you a treat to nibble on? Probably yes. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is come up with your command word. Now, dogs learn through association, repetition, and good timing. So when the dog, and here's the 3 times your puppy is going to most need to go out and have an accident, or to eliminate, I should say. Right after waking up, 5 minutes after eating, and 15 minutes after heavy playtime starts. So if he's having a good time running around, look at your watch, 15 minutes later, you should take him outside. Personally, I also take my dog out at the strike of every hour, every half hour, whatever you want to do. The idea is you want to put the dog in a position where it's in the right place when it needs to potty, so that when it potties, you can use positive reinforcement. Now, a couple things you do not want to do, 2 common mistakes that people make often. First thing they do is, the oldest one, is people will rub the dog's nose in. They have an accident, we pick up the dog, rub its face in the urine or even the feces. Now, all the studies I've read show that this will make the dog not tell you when it has to potty, which is a major problem if you're trying to potty train your dog. So never do that. It is not going to help your dog. It's going to make your situation worse, and it's going to ruin the trust between you and your dog. Now, the second mistake that a lot of people do is they catch the dog in the act of potty and they go, "No, bad dog," and they come and yell at the dog. The dog gets startled. Now, startling a dog when it's had an accident is good. You want to clap or make a loud sound to stop them from urinating, but we don't want to make it a negative. What you mean to say is, "I get mad when you potty in the house," or "I don't want you to potty in the house." What the dog hears is the human gets mad when I have to potty. But guess what? I'm a puppy. I have to potty like 7 or 8 times a day. So instead of telling the human I have to potty, I'm going to walk around and hide somewhere and potty out of their purview. Now, I work in Los Angeles a lot, and where a lot of people don't have yards. We're in an apartment here, so it's a similar principle. If your dog will not pee with you and you have to take it on a walk, you're going to have a lot of problems. So if your dog has an accident and you need to, if you're angry about it, if you really need to, you can go get a stick and then really hard, so it really hurts, you should hit yourself because you're the one who put your dog in a position to have an accident in the house. Never strike your puppy for doing it. They don't have bladder control in minimum until they're 4.5 to 5 months. Now, usually they can hold their bladder for 1 hour for each month that they are aged. So he really shouldn't be able to hold it for longer than about 3 months at this age. But again, the more we take him out to potty in an appropriate area, the easier it's going to be for him to happen to do it at the right time, and then we can give him a positive reinforcer. Now, the way I do it, as soon as dogs learn through repetition, consistency, and good timing. So when I take my dog out, if you have a yard, give your dog 5 minutes to potty. If he doesn't go in 5 minutes, it's not urgent enough to go. Another common mistake people have, he was outside for an hour, come inside and he just pooped. Well, outside, there's a lot of distractions. Inside, I've sniffed everything. So now I come in and I remember that I have to potty and I poop. So the length of time it's outside does not have a correlation to them pottying. So take him outside, give him 5 minutes. If he doesn't go in 5 minutes, bring him back inside and then carry him like this or keep him on your lap, or put him in a kennel so that he doesn't have the ability to move away and have an accident. The idea is we want to just only, every time he's in the appropriate place, he gets a reward. So once we get our command word down, we're in the appropriate place, and the dog has to urinate or defecate, hey buddy, we're going to say, I use the word business, but we'll use Putin for right now. So as soon as you see him start to pee or poop, say Putin. Just say it like that. A lot of times when we have a dog is having access to the house, they pee or poop, Putin, 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 Putin. And just like it stopped him from chewing the treat, it'll stop your dog from evacuating its bladder. So once the dog starts to pee or poop, say it in a normal tone of voice, Putin one time. Not good Putin, not Putin poop, just Putin. And once he gets done going potty, have a high value training treat with you. As soon as he gets done, pop it into his mouth and say Putin. Do that within 3 seconds of him finishing. This way it creates a positive association. So when I poop or pee outside, I hear the word Putin when I start to pee or poop. That links the word with the act. After I get done peeing or pooping, a treat goes in my mouth. And now I hear the word Putin again. So now we're associating the word Putin as a command with the reward for Putin, or pooping, or peeing in this case. And now it's going to take a lot of repetition. Like I said, repetition, consistency, and good timing. But after we've repeated it enough, you should say Putin, and your dog kind of bounces around. Yes, it has to go. If you say Putin, and the dog goes, then you know that's a no. But again, for the first couple of months, really until he's about 4 or 5 months, take him outside once an hour, and then right after waking up, 5 minutes after eating, and 15 minutes after sort of heavy playtime. Also, if he's just kind of hanging out on the floor and he gets up and just races across the room for no reason, a lot of time that means they have to poop. Now also, something else you might want to do is keep track of the times your dog poops, because dogs have a pretty regular digestive tract. If you're feeding your dog at the regular intervals at the same time every day, you should know approximately when your dog needs to poop. Now my puppy, Quest, is a 2-time-a-day pooper. My other 2 dogs are 1-time-a-day poopers. There's nothing wrong with either one. But if you just know that, and you know the window that your dog regularly goes, then if I know that he has to poop at 10:15 in the morning, I take him out at 10:10. If he doesn't poop, I bring him back inside, wait 15 minutes, hang on buddy. And after 15 minutes, I take him back outside. Now, if this is the case because we're in an apartment upstairs, we might want to wait 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Just don't wait too long. If you're holding him and he starts whimpering and kind of getting fussy, it's probably his way of saying, I have to go potty. So we take him outside. Now, if you're worried, like in an apartment building like this, he might pee in the hallway or in the elevator, so you might want to just carry him outside while you're potty training him. So these are some tips and tricks on how you can potty train your puppy.